So that zooms. That pans. Okay, great. Oh, I feel like I've learned something. There's this ugly gray bit here. What's that? See if I can move this over. Okay, no, I can't. And I promised I wasn't going to use this, so okay, let's just look. It has this ugly gray bit at the side. We have to live with that. How do I edit the text? Okay, I don't know how to edit the text. You know what? I wrote the text, and I think that's really the most important part. A YouTube. Welcome back. If you watched the last episode, you saw me valiantly try to understand some basic concepts in geology and equally valiantly try to manage the drawing tablet and everything. And well, through some hardship and sorrow, we managed to sketch out a little map of a world that is somewhat informed by geology, but is hampered by the fact that I didn't know what a subduction zone was. But anyway, not a problem. We are now in a position where we can start to relate our vague world map to our world. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to find out where our different languages were spoken roughly on the map, and then we'll go from there. So let's scoot over. Let's go back. So this is what we did last time. We came up with this magnificent thing. Magnificent in quotes. There you can see all of it. So we've marked off where there's some what's it called? Some mountain ranges. We've marked out where there's some island chains. It's looking like something. So let's return to our discussion of our no. What do we want? We want this. Let's return to what we decided about the geography of the map. So we needed 4 rough regions. We needed one which we called orange, one which we called blue, one which we called purple, and one which we called green. Let's try and place some of these on our map. So we have a region called Cortana because that Windows thing popped up at the time that we were trying to decide on the name. So Cortana is going to be the homeland of Proto-Sakrat. So why don't we start to place that first? It's going to have to be kind of central, but also on some kind of an island chain. That's what we decided before. So I don't know. What do I do? Let's put this open here. Great. It's not going to keep the name Cortana, but it's going to. We're going to have to come up with some phonological transformation of it. We'll keep something like it. Okay, so that zooms. That pans. Okay, great. So let's put this, I don't know. Oh, I feel like I've learned something. Unfortunately, you can't. There's this ugly gray bit here. What's that? Let's see if I can move this over. Okay, no, I can't. And I promised I wasn't going to use this, so okay. Let's just look. It has this ugly gray bit at the side. We have to live with that. So where are our things going to be? We can put... Yeah. So Quain has a great suggestion here. Maybe Sakrat is... Proto-Sakrat is spoken somewhere in this CD-ish region. Let's make a new layer. Let's make a new layer and let's just do some very light outlining. And let's put it in this very light. It's probably too light to be seen actually. Oh, and I promised I wasn't going to use this and I just instantly betrayed my promise. I don't know. The moral failings of a streamer right there. I just want to outline the coastlines here. And we had some islands here. I don't know how to make this any less fat, so sorry. And we'll outline this as well. And there we go. This is going to look pretty. And then we have our last content there. And then look, what we can do is we can just... pretty. Okay. So then we can fill in our layer like this. our little map. Nope. Great. Okay. So we have, I want to put in text there. So Proto-Socrat. And then we can take this. Maybe Proto-Socrat is spoken on one of these islands here. Is that visible? Seems a little tough. But look, aren't you proud of me? I was able to write text. Something that gave me some trouble before. How do I edit the text? Does anyone know? Okay, I don't know how to edit the text. But you know what? I wrote the text, and I think that's really the most important part. There we go. Now it's in white, so you can see it. Boom. Okay. Cool. Oh, there's another one here. Oh, they are separate layers. That's so cool. Okay, so let's delete that one because we don't need edit. Okay, so edit. So then we can put protocol like this, and then we can move it around. Ooh, this is so cool. Okay, so let's get our where are our names for these continents? They're here, right? So A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so C. Oh my goodness, chat, you are so great. Eustamia is the most conservative, yes. Okay, so protocol might be something that could show up. I want to, yeah. So protocol might originate on the Fragrant Coast. I think this is what Galactic Sand and Quain are sort of, great minds thinking alike. Because Eustamia is the most conservative, and it's often, but not always the case, but it's often the case that more conservative varieties originate or remain in the homeland. So let's see. That might be something like here, if we follow Quain's suggestion there. So this is the protocol homeland. And then Lenathylev, maybe Lenathylev could end up being spoken in this region. Over here. Ooh. Whoa, you can do that. That's cool. See, I feel like this is a very powerful program, but I'm just weak. I am just weak. Okay. So what we can do is we can take Lenathylev, I think, in one of two directions. We could take Lenathylev over here. Remember that Lenathylev is going to need to be influenced by Kranzlor, and Kranzlor has to descend from Proto-Socrat. So we have to have some way for these two things to be in contact. One way would be for the Socrat languages to extend out here to D, and then make a sea voyage across to E. Or if we have Lenathylev up here, then we would have to have Proto-Socrat somehow get there, which is fine because these are, seafaring peoples, but nevertheless, maybe what we have is a kind of, maybe the Socrat people stay near the coast wherever they go. And so there's all sorts of other stuff going on this continent, but just on these little coastal islands, we have hopping of Socrat languages. And then gradually crossing the waves to this island chain, and that's where they get in contact with Lenathylev, if Lenathylev is indeed in southern E. Echoed words. Are we going to have a chicken continent? Maybe we should, because, if I zoom out, there's more we could do. Oops. Okay, no, I've put myself into a bad situation here. Wait a second. I remember. You just have to do this. Right? There you go. Okay. So then we zoom, we pan. Yes, learning. Okay. All right. So then what happens is that we get Let's make a new layer. We get Kranslor kind of coming up. So Proto-Socrat starts out here, diversifies. Some of it goes over onto D. Some of it goes up here. So it goes up here and then across to here. Wait, what? Did anyone see that? Why is it all mirrored? That's super weird. Okay, hold on. I think I did something. I messed something up. Okay, let's try it again. So Proto-Socrat starts here, and then goes this way. And maybe this is where that branch A is that we talked about before, which is totally different from the other Socrat languages. And then the rest of them go up here and along here and then across to here. And so this is what happens. This is where Kranslor comes from. And it, let's get a text layer to show that. Let's make this white because it's going to be on the C. All right, it's not white. I don't know why. Let's try that again. Kranslor, white, okay. There we go. And Kranslor maybe is spoken here. Yeah, it is actually technically two words. I've been kind of inconsistent in how I've spelled it. Let's probably, let's be more consistent. There we go. Okay, that's a mistake. We wanted a capital N, which you can't see because it's white. Okay. Yeah, so there is also, should be pointed out, a big old mountain range here. That's going to block these. That's going to block easy travel. But the coastal hopping of the Socrat people will be okay and can get around that. And that would work. Right. Okay. So that's kind of cool. How is this going to look like projected? That's anyone's guess, and this is what we'll have to find out when we get sophisticated. Because I'm thinking maybe this shouldn't be the whole world, but maybe this is just a part of the world. Oh, there's got to be more than two families. There's got to be a lot of families. We'll get there eventually. This is as I've mentioned, this is a big project. The owl continents. We have to have. There's got to be a chicken as well. All right. So, what else do we have to do? We have some other languages to place. So we have protocol, then we have protocol 3 and protocol 2, which we've put kind of. Okay, let's work out where protocol 3 is from, which is the ancestor of Linguistic. And another language which we haven't talked about yet called Lang 3A. So, okay. I don't know what just happened. Okay, we're fine. Let's push this back over here so everyone can see. And we can do this. Now we have to decide where protocol 3 is. Just the name of a branch. Let's put that in here. Let's say maybe that is spoken around here. And 3A will probably be spoken in the same region. All right, let me also get the continent names on this visible. So, because I think it would be a little simpler if we do that. So I'll make a new layer. Oh, you can just have as many layers as you want. It's great. So A, C, D, E, B. Great. All right, so protocol 3, E, Lenathailif. B should be probably call as well. Maybe what we do is we have, let's see, where were our mountains on B and E? I think, was it Jack who had who had a suggestion about that they should be removed from one. I remember that. I remember many things. So let's see, where did we put those mountains? Yeah, so there are mountains, a volcanic range on the southern coast of B. So Eustamia is going to be on northern E, but also there's going to be some contact with the southern coast of B. All right. Southern B is mountainous. Yeah, so there's probably like a little stretch. Because if we're using like the Andes as our model for these, there's a little stretch on the coast where there's, there can be coastal cultures, I suppose. Although I suppose we have to get into the climate thing too at some point. That's going to be another discussion. Okay, so what do we need? What else do we need? So protocol 3. So we need to put in lang 3A. And that's going to be here. Maybe up here, something like that. Positions are, approximate. Eustamia is going to be spoken in the protocol homeland. So here, let's just move protocol a little bit. Okay. Right. What else? What else do we need to do? So we've done protocol 3, proto-Eustamia, protocol 2. All right, so maybe that should be up on B. We don't know much about protocol 2. We know that it exists. Some proto-language. We haven't touched much of 2, but maybe it's spoken along this coast here. I saw that we could rotate this. Oh, yeah, that's so cool. The power. Okay. Yeah, now that we can rotate things, I kind of want to rotate things. Let's put Lenadilef here. Protocol 3, we can just put it here. Lang 3A, I want to rotate it so it fits in better. This is like a day of discovery for me. Whoa, you can even increase the size. That's cool. Okay. Lots of stuff going on there. This is like personal growth here. Dead man welcome. Salute. Yeah, Eustamia is no longer a spoken language by year 0 before present, so that by our like in-world present day. It is a literary or liturgical language, maybe both. It's been extinct as a spoken language for about 600 to 700 years, although there may be some vernacular varieties that are spoken in that region still. Yeah, so there's an interesting kind of diglossia situation. Eustamia is still spoken among Middle Lenadilef, but then it becomes purely a literary language at the later stages of Middle Lenadilef. And then Kranslor, kind of maybe a colonization happens, and then Lenadilef falls under the influence of Kranslor. So you can't really see that here, but there you go. Yeah, Sakrat is supposed to be tropical, so I think this is going to have to end up being northern hemisphere. Maybe the equator's down here, so off screen. This isn't a full map of the world, but this is a map of part of it at least. Because we have a lot of stuff about coconuts in the proto-language, so we need to have coconuts. Coconuts and chickens. That's the sort of crucial theme. No, I forgot how to do this. How do I... There we go. Okay, what else did we need to do? So there could be a lot of interesting stuff going on. I'm going to catch up on the chat here. The mountains on B, Taga says, could be a playground for isolates. Yeah, this could be fun. So I'm going to write down isolates, and we're going to put that here. We are going to have, I think this was, who was this? Quain. A Caucasus analog. This mountain range here. Oops. Let's make sure these things are below all of our text. There we go. Look at me. I'm going. All right. Oh, echoed words. Thank you so much. There was pain involved in creating this map, but I think it's come out and looking kind of cool. Yeah, Protocol 2 could end up having some influence from this, these isolates or these many different language families that are found in these mountain ranges. What else? Oh yeah, so we need to populate the other ones. So we have Proto-Socrat, and then we have Proto-Socrat A, which is branch A, which is a very weird and divergent branch. So let's put them in. Socrat A, and oh, I guess that doesn't actually change the color. So Proto-Socrat A, I think, should be somewhere around here, in the same kind of rough region, but spoken around on this D continent. And then let's keep going. So we also have Proto-Socrat B, which is where we get Me and Sasyut. This is the family spoken there. So I think Proto-Socrat B should be, maybe we have a kind of linguistic area in here that favors the development of tone. In this, let's look at where our mountains are again. I forget. Yeah, so there are no mountains here. So all sorts of little islands I see coming in here. This is sort of the core Socrat area. Let's put Proto-Socrat B. Put Proto-Socrat B. Let's hope I spelled that right because I can't see it. There we go. In and around the homeland. So Proto-Socrat A, I can't really see it, unfortunately. Whatever. Proto-Socrat A is going to be on this D continent. And then we are going... oh, Satonic. Satonit. Interesting. Satonit. Yep, we need a language Satonic. All right. Okay. Where were we? We're doing Socrat B. We have two branches of Socrat B. We have Proto Mris Hlasiut and Proto B2, which is going to give us Quack, the ultimate chicken language. So we need Proto-Socrat. This is like Proto Mris Hlasiut. I'm not going to spell it correctly here. Proto-ML, let's just call it. And that is going to be probably in this kind of archipelago here. You can't see it, but there's an archipelago there. And then what was the other name of the branch? Proto B2. So make sure everyone can see. Proto B2. Maybe this needs to be a bit bigger. Proto B2 will be in this region here. So this is the branch that went up and away. Proto B2. So Proto-Socrat B2, and let's make this white so that we can see it. Look at this. This is coming together. Actually, you know what? Maybe we should extend this a little bit. So Proto-Socrat B goes oops. The problem is I can't figure out how to move any of these things. Proto-ML is here. Proto-Socrat B. So this is going to be a real problem because I can't figure out how to move anything. Trouble. How do I start moving this? There we go. Yeah, this is a bit tricky. So me is going to be spoken maybe here, and Sasyut is going to be spoken maybe over here. So one on each side. And then, does that work with our branching model? Socrat C goes off, so Socrat B branches off. Socrat C branches off later. Well, I think it'll work for now. So Proto-Socrat C is the ancestor of Kranslor. So why don't we just put in another Proto-SC, and we'll put that in and around here. So sorry, but how do I get this to be white? Will that work? There we go. Okay. Okay, something like that. And then quack. Okay. Yeah, we will need a river. Okay, so maybe the river is what separates the Mien people who are coastal from the interior. And the interior is where you just don't go. Maybe that's the idea. So there's got to be a river in there somewhere. Quack should be close to Sasut if the chart is any indication. Yeah. But I think that's not strictly necessary. It just happens to be how we set it out here. I don't know. Some of these I'm going to have to rethink when I have access to a better set of tools. Lucy will fix all this up, don't worry. But I think what we have to do, and Echoed Words, thank you for the reminder, is put in a little break for YouTube here so that everyone can get up, stretch, and hydrate. So what we'll do is we'll say goodbye to our map, say goodbye to our friends at YouTube, and we'll see you again next time.